Good afternoon. This is Keith Brown with Commodity Consulting with some commentary for Tuesday. It's about 2:20 Eastern Time. Markets all continues to gyrate with no trend, no direction per se. Tomorrow for cotton is the expiration of May cotton. The last trade I'm showing there is 67.36, and the next month up, of course, will be old crop July. It's around 66.40. Sometimes the thinking is wherever the spot month expires, the next month will come up to it, so that remains to be seen. We do have about 35 or so days left on call options before they expire on the July, so that's a little bit of a concern for some people. But Wednesday we'd get the exports. We'll see how those fare, and then in the next week, I think next Tuesday, a week from today, we have the next supply-demand report. Which is very important because on this report, USDA tends to take a stab at yields, both in cotton. Seeds, we're not fully planted yet, but they're going to make a stab at it anyway. But a lot of that's in the global categories. New crop December around 66.01, it looks like, down about 60 points, but that's not the final settlement. I'm sure it'll tighten up before then. Corn got a short covering rally late today after making new lows for the move. Of course, the planting progress numbers rather showed the corn crop with big improvements. The thinking is as long as we get 80% of the corn crop planted by mid-May, that the yields could still come in quite nicely. But today we did make a new move, new low for the move, and then we did close higher. Some people might start to shout out that's a big key reversal. I don't think that's the case. I do think the market could reverse a little bit in here simply because it is oversold, and we are so early in the season. So we'll have to see how that does play out tomorrow and see what exports mean for there. Wheat today just got pummeled more. The weather's too bearish for wheat, and wheat still overly priced on the global market. So wheat continues to suffer lower on that. Beans today did close higher. There's talk of a port strike, trucker strike down in South America. That seems to be a continuing event down there, but nonetheless, some of the bigger unions are going on strike, and that causes the beans to come up. The other thing is with the big progress in corn plantings, that might mean less soybean plantings. So that's another reason I think beans popped up some today. The stock market was down 100 so far. The dollar is down. We're up in the fuels. It looks like we're going to continue to trade the energies a little higher in here. So be on tomorrow. We see their inventory numbers. If you have any questions or comments, give us a call, 1-800-910-1910. Thanks for listening.